Welcome to Steelman, where we discuss critical thinking and debate. Today, it's gonna be the second video about the self-debate topic of is social media a net good? So in this video, I'll be doing the opposition to that, stating that social media is not a net good. So it's as usual, it's gonna be in a three argument part, and let's go. So argument one about connection. Now with social media, and you can even say it's linked to the usage of phone, right? But we're always on our phone on social media, so it's something that we see often. You see it when you're eating with friends, family, even by yourself. Most of us will be on our phone, on social media. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. What are the others? Name it, right? So, and it's also like a distraction at work, right? Most of us will be on our phone. Some workplace will already have some type of rules stating that you cannot have your phone at work. Obviously, like, it depends on the places, but it is there, right? And we are also on the phone on the bathroom. I think most of us will agree on that, right? It's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, you can say that there's an addiction to the phone. So like, it has made us a bit less connected to the outside world, you know? Even sometimes, like, you'll be walking in the street and you'll be on your phone, not really like looking in front of you. And yeah, there are dangers to that. Okay? Another aspect that is related to like our connection to others is the constant comparison. So we always compare ourselves to others, and it's a human thing, you know. And now with social media, there are all those people to whom we are comparing ourselves to, and it's not a good thing, right? Like now, well, before social media, you would compare yourself to people like in your city or whatever. Now it's all across the world, you know. People you don't even know, you would never cross, you don't even really care about them in a way, right? But we compare ourselves to them, and yeah, definitely it affects like our mental health. I said, like, connection to others, and yeah, we tend to underestimate and undervalue what we have. You know, there's this proverb that the grass is always green on the other side. But yeah, it's just to say that, yeah, like, it will always seem better like for the others, but you know, even them, like, they have like their own challenges, you know. So yeah. And on the subject of comparing yourself to others, now there is all of that aspect of superficiality that is there, and we've seen it with, like, I think it started with Snapchat, all those face filters. You see it on Snapchat, you see it on Instagram, I think on TikTok as well, and it's insane right now. And even recently, like, I know that there's this new filter on, I think it's on TikTok if I'm correct. On TikTok, there's new filter that you can just you put it on, and it before the filter, they used to you'd put your face in front of you, you put a hand in front of you, and like, it would mess up the filter. But not anymore. Now the filter sticks, so it's like you won't even know that it's there if you don't pay attention, right? Something to really like think of and like be aware of. The other aspect of like regarding connection on social media is the low empathy, and it's something that you clearly see on Twitter if you ever used it or just like read the comment and all that stuff. You see it in other platforms as well, but a bit less, I think. Is the fact that you would be able to say things to others that you would not say to them face to face, right? So you see like in some comment section, people are insulting each other, and really like in a disrespectful way, you know. But if they were face to face, would they do the same? That's the question. And I think no, because sometimes like it's just like it's so heated, and platform like Twitter, where there's a limit of characters that you can post for each post, right? It intensifies that. And there's also a lot of profiles that are anonymous, right? It's not everyone that uses Twitter with their real name or whatever. So in a way, like you can say whatever you want, and like there will never be any repercussion, right? So yeah, you know, like that's definitely something like to be wary of. And yeah, so like this is like the argument of like about connection. So the second argument is mainly about information. One of the first regarding information is the fake news, right? I think fake news like is a term that will before social media didn't really exist, right? Before social media, the traditional media had the monopoly on news and all, and now with social media, everybody can spread their news however they want, you know, good or bad. And it has created that term fake news, right? So the news that aren't necessarily true, right? So now like you need to be more mindful of what is true and what is not. And even before like you had to, but I think there was that unspoken trust in the traditional media before. In majority, not for everyone, but in majority, I think there was that unspoken trust. But now, people are definitely more aware of that. But I mean, it's still there. The other aspect is the lack of source, and you could say like it's a bit tied to the fake news, because sometimes you'll see something on Instagram, Twitter, and you're like, okay, but people will explain something and say that, oh yeah, because of A, well then B, and there's not always some sources to go to and just dive in a bit more into that. No, not always. Sometimes there is, right? And also like the nature of social media with the attention span that is always short, right? Especially like Twitter, like the good example, like it's like 400 characters, but yeah, there's a limit, unless it has changed. There's a limit, and you need to say things fast and in a really impactful way, so it doesn't give you the time to like digest the information and really think about it. No, like it's fast paced, so when you digest it, when you take information like this, you don't really think about it, and you just absorb, and yeah, it's not necessarily like a good thing, right? And this is also something that is related like to the echo chamber phenomena, right? Because nowadays with social media, it creates some like negative effect, because now we are in our bubble, right? And so you can discuss with people with whom you agree with whom you share interest and values. There is definitely like a good benefit to that, but all the bad aspect that you could say like are related to those group will also increase, you could in a way, right? Because there's never like that opposition. There's not that opposite view that is being shared. Because if you have the opposite view, it's like, oh, you're not part of the group in a way. And social media has incentivized that. Now, if you have some type of political leaning, you cannot have the view of the other side, like there's not that nuance that is encouraged anymore. It's mainly like, okay, like you are either black or white, and I'm not talking about like color, skin color, but just mainly like that it's either like right or left. It's that binary thinking. There's not that gray area nuance that is encouraged. So like that's definitely like one of the aspects that is I think a negative for social media and information. That's it. These were my 3 arguments for my self-debate. Try to think like of the good and the bad of social media. If you have not looked my video about the good of social media, I'll put it in the link somewhere. I hope that you like this video. If you have any comments, you can put it in the comment section. I'm sure that like there's more arguments than I talked about than what I talked about today. So I'm looking forward to read them, and thank you very much for listening. I'll see you next time.